Check, check, sound check. Tim, where do you...
I'm good.
From the Kozlowski Gymnasium here on the campus of Arlington High School, ACMi Sports presents Arlington High School Boys Varsity Basketball. And before all of our pregame talk, we're going to have the playing of our national anthem. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Don Phelan. I'm joined by Tim Hoffman. Our video engineer is Jack Magoon, and on camera is Tom Clardy. And Tim, we were talking earlier before the telecast began that this is the time of the season where the teams are starting to play each other for the second time. Arlington was victorious in Game 1 in the second game of the season by a score of 57-46. But Winchester comes into tonight's game at 9-4. The Ponders at 10-2. So this looks to be a great game.
Yeah, absolutely. And a good stretch here for Belmont playing some tough teams. They played Reading, Lexington, so they're tested and they're ready to go. Winchester's going to give them a good game. Like you were mentioning earlier, Dingham went off in the first game against Winchester. I saw him in warm-ups today. He looked like he had a good hop on his jumps, and he was definitely hitting threes in warm-ups. I'm looking for him to go off again tonight.
Dingham had 29 in the first matchup. He was 9 for 9 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter, 13 for 17 in the game. So Arlington's offense that night was Dingham going to the hole strong, and he had a big night. So we're underway here at the Kozlowski Gymnasium. Early start here now, as this is the time of the season where the boys play the 5:30 game, and then the girls will follow with the 7 o'clock matchup. And Arlington with their normal starting 5 in the game. Number 23, Caden Mills. Number 0, Peter Clardy. Number 33, James Digman. Number 21, Lincoln Fudge. And number 22, Nico Trapotsis. On the first possession, the Sachems turn it over, and the Spy Ponders look to have the first points of the ball game.
It looks like both teams are starting out in just a man-to-man, just something a little basic. But playing a little bit of a matchup here, though.
Dingman into the paint. Now Fudge is going to spin. He's going to take a little pull-up jump shot from about 12 feet, and he knocks it down.
Yeah, you're going to have a tough time covering him. He's really been looking for his offense, and his mid-range game is really on point. It doesn't seem like they have anyone that's going to really be able to check him as long as he takes his shots from mid-range.
Three-point shot there by Winchester's no good. Fudge with the rebound for the Ponders. Here comes Peter Clardy back the other way. He's going to go all the way to the 10, lays it up, can't get the roll. Rebound to Winchester. We'll check the Winchester starting 5 and we get a chance.
You know what, I like Peter taking it to the hoop there. I think he has to be a little bit more aggressive offensively. He seems to get into good scoring positions, and then he gives it up to his teammates that are scorers. But I think he could pick up a little bit of the offensive slack here.
Corner 3 is no good by Winchester. Ball knocked out of bounds by number 11, Dylan Ketterer, one of the tri-captains for the Sachems. Starting lineup in there is number 5, Ben Wilson, number 10, Craig O'Callahan. I just mentioned 11, Dylan Ketterer. Number 12 is Jack Chachaflian, and number 24, Alex Casey.
They all look really athletic. They don't have any really big guys. but they're more wing players, and they'll come at you. They're all super athletic kids and good hoop players.
And Winchester looked like they only dressed 9 guys. They must have had a couple of guys dressed for the JV game, and now they're coming to the end of the bench now to fill out their roster, similar to an Arlington player. Looks like he's doing the same thing. With the 5:30 start time, the JVs actually play at the middle school at 4 o'clock, and then they make their way over here for the varsity game. Little pull-up jump shot there is no good. I think they're going to get Trapotsis on a rebounding foul.
Seemed like he had decent position there.
Another interesting thing you might notice watching from home is the fact that at this time of the season, the referee assigned has put 3 referees on these games. They do that to get them ready for the playoff tournament, in which all games use 3 officials. So a lot of the guys don't work 3-man mechanics, so this is to get them a couple games experience so they're ready come tournament time. Now a nice entry pass there, and the laid-up is good by O'Callahan.
Yeah, you can tell these guys have been playing together for a while. They know exactly where they are, where they're going to be.
We're tied at 2.
It seems like with no big guy really in Winchester protecting inside, there's Fudge for 3, that Dingman might be able to get to the hoop here.
Good box out there by Alex Casey, preventing Arlington from getting to the offensive glass. Now the ball is knocked out of bounds. Looked like it went off a black leg off of, looked like number 10, O'Callahan, but they rule last touch by Arlington.
Not a lot of scoring, but I like the pace of the game. Both teams are going to go up and down here tonight, Don.
Yeah, we played about 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and each team with just 2 points.
Yeah, they're not going to be walking it up the floor here.
Head coach of the Spy Ponders, of course, is Jack Woods. He's assisted by Mike Palladino. And back from the JV game is Matt Woods. Looked like a 3-point shot there is good. That's number 11, Ketterer.
Yeah, really nice form there. That wasn't his first time he ever jacked one of those.
Coach John Fleming for the Sachems is an 02 graduate of Winchester High, but this is his 12th season as the head coach, so he's been at it for a while for a young guy. Now, Mills goes to the hoop strong, no, but he is fouled on the play.
Yeah, it's funny seeing guys come in with their gym bags in the middle of the game. That's more like back in the day in the CYO, Don. We played like 3 games in a day. Show up with your gym bag and some Mickey D's. There are a couple more JV players coming back for Arlington.
First team foul for the Sachems. Didn't catch the players' number. They're not putting that up on the board for us tonight, so it's going to make it tricky for us, so we'll have to adjust with that. (5-2) Winchester, 4:50 remaining first quarter.
Yeah, Caden gets fouled a lot. If he can start making a decent percentage of his free throws, it's going to be a big help, especially come tournament time.
Now Mills defending the player. Shot is up, no good. Let's see if they get that as a shooting foul. Ben Wilson on the drive. Going to be a possession foul. And Winchester will get the ball in a new shot clock. Good defense by Fudge there. I thought the Winchester player was going to have a pretty good chance there. That's number 14, just checked into the game, Sam Kensicki. Baseline jump shot, no. Here comes Peter Clardy flying the other way. He's got Trapotsis on the trail. Trapotsis kicks it back out to Lincoln Fudge. Caden to the hole, spins again, puts it up, tough shot, and makes it in.
That's a good bucket for him. He's going to be able to get to the hoop there. Seems like a little slippery out there. A couple guys have slipped on, especially in the quarter court on Arlington's side.
Halfway through the first quarter, Arlington with the steal. Trapotsis comes up with it for the Ponders, gets it up ahead. Mills, he's been driving strong to the basket the whole game, and he has 2 more.
Wow, you add that to his game, that's going to be huge.
That's 3 times he's taken it strong to the hole. He made 2 baskets, and he got fouled the 3rd time, so looks like an early strategy here for the Ponders. Just maybe they feel like that's a good matchup that they can exploit on Winchester. Mills with the steal.
Great
He's got
pass.
Clardy ahead of the pack, and Peter Clardy's going to lay it up and in.
Such strong hands for Caden Mills. You put the ball in front of him, he's going to take it from you.
Nice little 6-0 run by the Ponders gives them their first lead of the game. Well, actually, Mills basket gave them the first lead of the game. They lead at 8-5, 3:20 to go, first quarter. Trapozis,
Great defense
yeah, he
there
got
by
defensive
Nico.
position. Now, Clarity tried to get it to Dingman, and they're going to call a kick violation.
If he had threaded that needle, that would have been a sweet pass.
All right, a mistake there by the shot clock people right now. They have to fix that shot clock. That is not a shot clock reset. And that's what the officials are going to step in and fix that right now. Going to talk about that, try to figure out what time is remaining on the shot clock. The rule with that is if it's 15 seconds or above, the shot clock remains the same. Below 15 seconds, it gets reset to 15. So it never gets reset to 35 on a kickball violation.
They gave him 3 seconds.
Wow, okay.
We'll take it.
Winchester player might have prevented an easy basket. I think Clarity had a player open. Fudge for this going to be left. Rebound for Casey. Casey's going to bring it up himself. We don't want to foul out there by Caden. Let's see if they're going to get Nico or Caden on that. It's going to be on Caden Mills. Is that his second?
Yeah, they'll bring in
Alexi Trapozis.
yeah, Alexis, who also plays some super defense here.
I just think Caden was a little bit too aggressive out there at three-quarter court.
Yeah,
And
reaching a little bit too much.
I believe it is his second foul, third on the team. And let's see how long Coach Woods will go without him. And it's been a great start for Caden. Has half of Arlington's points.
Yeah, he really came out strong tonight. Rebound, defense, and then taking it to the hoop.
2:54 remaining, first quarter. Strong move to the basket, but I think he lost his footing. Did Ketterer. And Arlington comes back the other way. Dingman hasn't even taken a shot yet, has he?
He will.
Yeah. Nico for three, a little bit long. Strong rebound by O'Callahan. Clarity knocks the ball out of bounds. It will remain Sachem ball. Comes another backpacked Winchester player.
It doesn't look like Winchester, every kid plays the same position. I mean, it doesn't look like they have wing guys, they don't have point guards, they don't have big guys. Everyone just sort of plays the same position. They're all about the same size. Maybe you got one guy that might be a little bit bigger, but they're just all wing players and
Chaplin
good shooters.
bottled up, kicks it out for three, and it's
That's
good.
the shooter. That's the guy you got to get out on right there.
It's Ketterer. He
Yeah.
has 2 3-pointers. He has 6 of Winchester's 8 points, and we're tied at 8 as we come up on the 2-minute mark remaining in the first quarter.
You can't give him any light because he's going to let that thing fly, and he's got really nice release there.
Clarity open on the baseline, gets it, kicks it back up top.
Good ball movement.
Yeah, great ball movement. Here comes Dingman to the basket. He's going to have his first basket of the game. Count it! And he'll go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play.
Such good body control when he gets to the hoop. He'll get hit, and he keeps his balance and looking at the hoop, gets the ball up on the glass. 3-point play here.
Alex
Central.
Casey picks up that foul. I believe his first, second on the team. Minute 49 to go. First quarter, Ponders by 2. Make it 3.
Yeah, when James starts making his free throws and getting to the line, that's huge. Here's a little something different here.
Little trap in the corner. Winchester player tried to knock it off an Arlington player's legs. It didn't work, but Winchester gets it over the timeline just in time. Maybe a second or two to spare. 3-point shot by Casey's no good. Arlington with some numbers here if they push it. Fudge to the basket, lays it in.
See how he accelerated there? He caught the basketball and just turned it into another gear.
Yeah, but a good pass by Nico to
Excellent.
catch him in stride, and then he was able to make that move, as you mentioned. Arlington with their largest lead of the game. They're up 13-8 with a minute 16 to go first quarter.
You know, we've said this before, where you got the big scorers with Dingman and Lincoln Fudge, but the other guys there, Trapozis, Mills, and Clarity, they do so much rebound and defense, distributing the basketball. It's just such a good team that they have.
Good double team by Nico and Lincoln caused that turnover. Arlington with a chance to add to their lead.
Oh, nice cut by Dingman there. He went back door.
Clarity kicks it back out. 15 on the shot clock, 45 on the game clock, first quarter.
Lincoln will jack it.
Little fadeaway 3 is good.
Money.
Oof. I don't know if I love that shot, but I love the result.
You know what? He stepped back there. The other thing, too, though, Don, there's only a few seconds left on the shot clock.
True.
You got to do something.
Ooh.
Wow. That's our first 3 seconds call we've seen this year, isn't it?
And that was a quick 3-second violation. Remember, 3 seconds doesn't even start until you get the ball over half court. So
Wow.
I don't know that there was really that much time elapsed, but apparently he must have just got down there in the lane. Maybe the official was talking him out of it, and he never moved and gets called for the 3-second violation.
Just camped in there, but
22 to go in the first quarter. Arlington, I keep saying every quarter that they'll hold for a final shot. They seem to always take it a little bit earlier than I expect. And this time it looks like they're really going to try to hold for one.
I think James is going to come up and get the ball. Oh, we'll give it to Lincoln. There you go.
You're going to take another one of those step-back threes, and he's feeling it tonight.
You know what? It's like that other night when he lit up for 36.
Yep. And now Fudge, let's give him credit for a steal there at the end of the first quarter. Why not?
Pad your stats.
Pick the pass off there to deny Winchester a final shot opportunity, and Arlington goes to the first quarter break with a ton of momentum.
Yeah, Lincoln really is feeling this shooting touch today. I mean, all of his three-pointers have been really, really nice form. He's got nice tempo. He's not leaning in. He's going straight up. And the last time we saw that, he went nuts with 36 points.
Early on in the game, the Spy Ponders trailed 5-2. They closed the first quarter with a 17-3 run and take a 19-8 into the first quarter break. We'll be back with the second quarter action. Getting ready for second quarter action. Don Phelan along with Tim Hoffman. And Tim, a nice second half of the first quarter, if you will, for the Ponders. Took a 3-point deficit and turned it into an 11-point lead.
Yeah, they're doing what they do best. They get the ball to Lincoln Fudge on the perimeter and Digman inside. They play their tough defense. Box out, get their defensive rebounds. That's their recipe, and it's worked all year for them.
A little bit of a heat check there for Lincoln. For Arlington, number 5, Jack Zambardino into the lineup. Now a nice little move to the basket and floating it up and in is number 12, Jack Charkaflian.
Yeah, that last time that Lincoln took that shot, he was a little quick with it. And it seems like when he takes his time, bends his knees, and follows through, he gets a much better release on the ball. Sometimes when he gets quick, it's not the same form that he has when he has a little more time.
Nico Trapozza starts the second quarter on the bench for the Spy Ponders, getting him a little bit of a break. Here comes Dingman. I thought he was going to, but at least he got the lay-in.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's one particular person on Winchester that can cover James. I think they're going to have to help out, especially when they have great spacing on Arlington, so there's really no one inside, and he can really get to the hoop. Great spacing, though, by Arlington. That's one underrated part of the game of basketball is you don't want to be on top of each other.
Great ball movement by the Sachems resulted in an open three-point shot, but unable to connect and couldn't get the rebound either. Beautiful cut by James Dingman. He lays it up and in on the feet from Clardy.
That was a great pass by Peter Clardy. And Peter knew exactly where James was going, and so he brought the defender out. James went backdoor. Great bounce pass.
Yeah, we had a great angle from that up here, too. You could see that play developing nicely for the Ponders. Three-point shot there is no good. Peter Clardy likes to keep it in bounds. Let's see if Arlington wants to push it.
Yeah, that's their mentality. Don't let it go out of bounds and start it over. Just let's push it up the floor.
Charkaflian on the miss for the Sachems. Fudge from way downtown is going to be short.
He was in Arlington Heights.
Clardy with a strong move to the hole, lays it up and in. And a timeout call by the Sachems.
I like it when Peter gets a little more aggressive offensively. He does everything else for the team. It's good that he's asserting himself offensively because he does have the opportunity to get to the hoop a bunch.
First timeout taken for either team, and now you get a look at the Arlington High School cheerleading squad. Coaches are
big team.
Yep, they're in full force tonight. The other night I don't think they had as many, but tonight they're all here. Coaches are Sarah List and Emily Duke. The captains are senior Michaela Edwards and Keely Smith. Junior Mia Tess is also a captain. Other seniors on the squad are Meg Consolo and Amelia Lipman. Juniors are Lauren Henneberry, Haley Dow, Lizzie Hink, Gracia Valdez, Rhiann Lyons, Ryan Lawless, and Angelina Cristobal. Sophomores, Lily Roshankish, Jill Cole, Ina Bared, Haley Lucenti, and there are 6 freshmen on the squad: Bhavna Kumari, Brooke Mayer, Abby Whiting, Lydia Scher, Catherine McDonald, and Mia Cochran.
They do a
Arlington
great
High School cheerleading squad.
Arlington picking up full here. They'll trap a little bit.
They do so with a 15-point lead.
Yeah, the defense has been sort of a little bit overwhelming for the Sachems.
5:36 to go, second quarter.
No foul here, only a few seconds left on the shot clock.
Oh, good defensive position there, but they're going to get him for a block.
Seemed like he was at nice position.
That's Jonas Burrell, who checked into the Arlington lineup during that last time out. And Jonas is one of his strengths, really, for the team when he comes into games, is picking up offensive fouls, talking to Coach Woods. And he was close on that one. Didn't get the call, but good effort there by Jonas.
Yeah, what a great asset to have coming off the bench. You know, he comes, he runs the offense, he plays within himself. He doesn't try to do too much, but he really plays tough defense and is a good fit coming off the bench for the Spy Ponders.
First year on, the varsity played JV and freshman his first 2 years.
And they have a lot of confidence in him. I mean, they put him in big spots. We've seen him in some big games. He's only getting better.
25-11 Ponders, 5:14 remaining in the first half. Fudge, tricky dribbles all the way to the hole, lays it up and in.
I think both for Fudge and Dingman, that's the way they're going to get their buckets, is just get to the hoop. There's no one protecting the hoop for Winchester. It doesn't seem like they play very good help defense, to be honest. They play man-to-man, but once you beat your man, there's no one really there to help you out.
Now throwing it up, floating, and is no good. That's Ben Wilson, tri-captain for the Sachem. He's fouled on the play. He'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, once Fudge gets that first step on the perimeter and gets by his man, it's a jailbreak. There is no one behind him, and he's going to be able to get to the hoop at will.
Wilson hits the free throw. Tri-captain has his first point of the game. Now a couple substitutions for the Sachems. Number 2, Adam Fiorentino into the lineup. And checking back in is number 11, Dylan Ketterer. Alex Casey's in there for the Sachems as well. Missed free throw on the second attempt, no good. Arlington with the rebound. .432 to go, first half. Ponders by 15.
Good ball movement.
Burrell to Fudge. Fudge going to take a corner 3. No.
Yeah, once again, I'm going to put that in the quick category. Just didn't have enough time to get his feet set and a good release.
Burrell went crashing in there for the offensive rebound. Almost came up with it. This time he gets the defensive rebound, though. Battling hard in there is Jonas Burrell. Here come the Ponders the other way. Peter Clardy to the basket. And they're going to call a foul. Before the held ball, one of the Winchester Peepers players grabbed the arm of Peter Clardy. It's going to be Charkaflian picking up his first foul, I believe, first on the team, halfway through the second quarter.
Burrell's given him a good spark. He's done a lot. He's played good defense. He's gotten a couple rebounds. Exactly what you want for someone coming off the bench.
There's Clardy with the tricky dribble to the hole, lays it up, no. He is fouled on the play, and he comes up a little bit hobbled, but I think he's going to be okay.
Hopefully he just got a knee there.
Ben Wilson will be called on the foul.
It seemed like he grabbed his hamstring, but hopefully he just got kneed there. Like a Charlie horse type of thing.
Peter Clardy at the line trying to add to what is already Arlington's largest lead of the game. First free throw rolls around and out.
Needs a little more arc there. It was a little flat there, probably because of his leg.
You know, and this 15-point lead is going to probably allow Coach Woods to keep Caden Mills on the bench for the remainder of the first half and not risk picking up that third foul.
I don't think he's going to like it, but
No,
I think it's good for the sport.
not.
Caden might go in by himself.
Peter hits 1 out of 2, and Arlington's lead is now 16 points. 3:44 remaining first half. Arlington bottles Winchester up on the baseline now. Long three is no good. Nico Trapotsis with the rebound. Gets it to Peter Clardy. Winchester is back defensively this time.
Arlington gets
Fudge
such
doesn't
good
care.
Oh, there it is. Oh.
He's going to take it. Clardy with the rebound. Kicks it back up top to Nico. Nico drives, spins. Thought he was going to go into the paint with that one. He did not. Fudge is going to spin, pick a little baseline J. No. Rebound off. It looked like it went off a Winchester play. It did. Now, I don't know if that shot hit the rim. And we had a shot clock reset. And again, the officials are going to have a little bit of a meeting to try to figure out where that shot clock should go.
Arlington's done such a good job boxing out and getting the defensive rebounds. It's like a team box out. They get a little bit of a cell there, and they can't. The Winchester guys can't get inside. They've been doing a great job. Nico's got quite a few rebounds just off that.
This is turning into a horror show. The officials were discussing whether the ball went out of bounds or not, and the lead official, can't think of his name, he's been an official for a long time, one of the best officials on board 27. He was over there working on the shot clock because the ball didn't hit the rim. He thought it was Arlington's ball. So they agreed to 26 seconds on the shot clock, but now that it's Winchester's ball, that doesn't even matter. Winchester should have the ball with the full 35 because the officials look like they talked about it and ruled that it's Winchester's ball, and it will be a full shot clock reset.
Coach Woods doesn't like that. It's good, though, the ref gave him a good explanation, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy explanation on that one, quite honestly. There were a little confusion about whose ball it was. That was what started the whole circus. But we're back to live play. 3:05 remaining first half. Ponders by 16 coming up, and now exactly 3 minutes remaining in the first half.
You see when someone beats an Arlington defender, there's someone right there. One of his teammates is right there to step in.
Yep.
And that's what we haven't seen on the Winchester defensive end is when one of the guys, whether it be Fudge or Dingman, gets by someone, or Peter Clardy's gotten by him, there's no help defense there whatsoever.
Defense overrated, isn't it?
No.
Well, they wanted a double dribble on that, but I think that James just fumbled that ball. That's a legal play, I think. And now that's not a legal play as ruled by the official. Traveling violation committed by Nico Trapotsis.
He dragged his pivot foot a little bit there.
.226 remaining first half. Arlington by 16. Winchester has only scored 4 points in this second quarter. Another turnover by the Sachems, and now Arlington returns the favor. A little miscommunication there.
Coach Woods is asking why. He's like, why throw it to someone behind you when there's guys in front of you, which is an extremely valid point. But Nico made just a little mistake, but he does so much for the Spy Ponders. He gets a pass from me on that. We'll call that a mulligan.
Alexi on the defense here. The Trapotsis brothers are in there at the same time, along with Digman, Clardy, and Fudge.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of defense and a lot of energy when you got both Trapotsis in there.
Yeah, what a nice play there by the Winchester player. The pass kind of caught him by surprise. He juggled a little bit, but was able to kind of corral it back into himself, and Adam Fiorentino knocks down the three-point shot.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to play a zone against the Winchester because they look like they got quite a few kids that can really let it fly and hit the three. But Arlington's man-to-man defense is not allowing these guys to get too much room, so they're not taking advantage. James can get to the hoop. Oh, my goodness.
Ball was knocked away, kept possession of it. Now in the ensuing action, Alexei Trapotsis is fouled on the play.
I thought James got hit there.
Yeah, the shot clock was winding down. James took it to the basket, didn't make it, but Alexei was right there for the putback, and he was fouled. He'll go to the line for two.
What a great energy player he is coming off the bench, too. Alexei Trapotsis.
Minute 26 is the actual correct time left. Our graphic shows minute 28, off by a second or two. First free throw, no good.
Yeah, once again, another little bit of too flat of a free throw. You got to get a little arc on it. There you go.
He's got that one. Alexei with his first point of the game, and I didn't see who took that timeout. Did you, Tim?
I'm pretty sure Arlington did.
Okay.
I think he wants to set up a defense.
Yeah, I think we saw that in the game last Friday night was our last home game, right? Yes. And Coach Woods called a timeout towards the end of the second quarter.
I wouldn't be surprised if you come out with some sort of press, maybe something a little bit different than what they're doing, throw a little wrinkle into Winchester's plans. Winchester's probably planning for just the regular man-to-man, but Coach Woods will always throw you a little surprise, especially after a timeout.
And Arlington can afford to be aggressive. They've only committed 2 second quarter team fouls, so they still have 2 to give before Winchester would be in the bonus.
And you know, Alexi will be up front. I don't even think he has a foul yet. And Nico as well. So these guys are going to play some tough defense right here.
Yeah, I'm imagining, Coach Woods' general philosophy is don't take a chance on a player picking up a 3rd foul in the first half, and that's what he's doing right now with Caden Mills. So I would have to imagine that nobody on Arlington's 5 out there right now has more than 1 foul.
Right. So they're playing a 1-2-2. Yep. They're going to trap probably in the right here on the reverse as well.
Ooh, almost a backcourt violation. Just very, very close to that line was Alex Casey, number 24. And caught that pass.
Good press break by Winchester.
15 on the shot clock, minute 4 to go, first half. Ooh, Fudge, did he get a hand on that? Almost knocked it away. 5 on the shot clock. Great defense by Arlington.
No foul here.
Spin, ball's loose. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Arlington, but nothing there that would cause anything other than the shot clock to remain where it is, which is at 2 seconds.
No foul here by Arlington. Let them take whatever they want.
3-point shot was challenged by Dingman. Play continues even though the shot clock buzzer went off. Nico Trapotsis gets it to his brother on the cut. I thought he might have had a chance to score on that play, but he elected to kick it back out.
Yeah, both those guys like to facilitate a little bit more than they like to score themselves, but
about a 14-second differential between the 2 clocks. Fudge for 3, short.
Oh, you got to follow your shot.
He's cooled down a little bit here in the second quarter. Here's Casey ahead of the pack, puts it up and in. Alex Casey with his first basket of the game. 29-17, 16 seconds to go. Arlington can hold for a final shot. Five seconds. Dingman, you know he's going to do it.
Nice.
He does. And he hits.
Money. He's always good at the buzzer, man.
James Dingman has done it again. Not quite from 3-quarter court as we saw earlier this season, but he hits a tough 3-point jump shot at the buzzer to end the second quarter.
Yeah, he's going to his left and pulls up with 1 second on the clock. When he elevates like that and gets a good follow-through, good release, he's a really good 3-point shooter.
And we've seen Arlington continuing their trend of winning every quarter. They did it, I think, the last 2 games. I think they may have won 10 consecutive quarters. They outscore Winchester 13-9 in that quarter and a total margin of 32-17 going into the halftime break.
Yeah, the defense really, really starts things up for Arlington. I mean, you look at the offensive firepower they have, but it all starts on the defensive end where they're playing great help defense. Someone goes by, one of their teammates is right there. They rotate. They obviously have such great coaching on the defensive end that they understand where they need to be, and it's tough to penetrate them. And they also, with Winchester's, their forte is their 3-point shooting, but Arlington's been getting out on the shooters, switching when they need to, and it's going to be, if they stick with this, it's going to be tough for Winchester to make a big comeback.
The score at the end of the first half, Arlington 32, Winchester 17. Tim and I will be back with the second half action. And we're back here at the Kozlowski Gymnasium. Don Phelan, along with Tim Hoffman, Meredith Lamont actually took over for Tom Clarity on camera. Jeff Monroe is here from ACMi, and our studio technician, video engineer, is Jack Magoon. And Tim, another impressive performance by the Spy Ponders here in the first half.
Yeah, no letdown by Arlington. They came out strong. They were playing their tough defense. They dictated tempo. They pushed the ball up the floor. The scorers were looking to score, Dingman and Fudge. And then they got some good contributions offensively from Caden Mills and Peter Clarity, and all of a sudden they're up big. So it's been a good push by Arlington here. There was no letdown on the early Tuesday night game for them for sure.
For Winchester, Dylan Ketterer led the way with 2 3-point shots, 6 points, but that's all he had. Not much scoring for them. Adam Fiorentino had a 3-pointer. Jack Claflin had 3 points. Alex Casey and Craig O'Callahan each with 2. Ben Milson with 1. So Arlington really shutting down Winchester's offense in the first half. And for the Spy Ponders, to mention, they got some points from Caden Mills, who had 4 points. Peter Clarity with 5. Alexei Trapotsis had a point from the free throw line. Dingman was semi-quiet with 7 in the first half, and leading the way today, it's Lincoln Fudge Day with 12 first half points.
Yeah, look for Dingman. What did you say Dingman had?
7.
7. It's going to even out. He's going to get some points here.
All in all, it adds up to a 32-17 lead for the Spy Ponders entering the third quarter.
He'll smell blood in the water. Oh, man, I don't like that call. He's just playing good defense. Oh.
Blocking foul committed by James Dingman. For James, he picks up his first. Let's check the starting lineup for the Spy Ponders. The 5 that began the game: Lincoln Fudge, number 21. Peter Clarity, number 0. Caden Mills, number 23. Nico Trapotsis, number 22. And James Dingman, number 33.
That was a perfect no call. It was good straight-up defense. Offensive player was really making the contact.
I think Winchester also has the 5 that began the game for them. No traveling violation. But no, check that. Number 2, Adam Fiorentino is in the starting 5 for Winchester in the second half. He did not start the game. He's in there along with number 5, Ben Wilson. Number 24, Alex Casey. Number 12, Jack Carcaflian. Let's see if I can get that final number for you people watching at home. As Clarity goes into the paint, puts it up, no good.
Got a good look.
Ketterer is the other player. Dylan Ketterer, number 11, the 5th Sachem in the starting lineup now. No basket there, but a foul committed by Arlington. I think that's against 22, not 23, so that'd be Nico Trapotsis. Second team foul, so Arlington with a quick 2 team fouls early in this third quarter.
A couple of ticky-tack fouls, in my opinion. I mean, what was the last game? The Lexington game, they really let them, they weren't killing each other, but they let them play a little bit more with the body. The last 2 calls here, oh my goodness, I think Nico just breathed on them.
Casey hits the first free throw. Casey hits the second free throw. So the first 2 points of the second half come from the foul line for Winchester. Arlington leads at 32-19 with 7 minutes coming up on it, remaining third quarter. A little crossover there by Dingman. Ball's knocked away, loose. McMills far front. That's a good bounce pass, resulting in a lay-in for Casey. I believe it was Fiorentino on that bounce pass.
Really good defense there by Winchester.
A little early momentum for the Sachems. They have the first 4 of the third quarter, and Arlington lead is down to 11, 32-21, 6.5 minutes to go, third quarter.
Be nice to get a bucket just through your offense.
Ooh, Mills, what a nice block shot there by Jack Carcaflian. As Mills went strong to the basket. I thought he had an easy 2, but good recovery there by the freshman, Carcaflian.
Yeah, maybe jump stop, use your leverage and lean in, and then either draw a foul or get the bucket. Like that.
Couldn't get the roll. Dingman comes up with the loose change, and he goes strong to the basket. Wow, what a shot by James Dingman. Count it, and he'll go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play.
He's so crafty on the baseline, even underneath the bucket. It looked like he had no room. He was going to step out of bounds. Next thing you know, he explodes to the hoop, and now he has a chance for 3.
Strong finish there by James, and good answer as Winchester had begun the third quarter with the first 4 points. Free throw no good, but Caden Mills has the offensive rebound. Now he goes strong to the hole and lays it up and in on the reverse.
Great move by Caden there. Offensive rebound and then attack the basket. Well, no foul here, James.
James might have got a piece of that, but in the ensuing action, Fiorentino lays it up and in.
His teammates didn't hustle back. He got back, but everyone else was spectators. I think Coach wanted a goaltending call.
Yeah, he does, because a lot of people think that, but there was just something in Referee Magazine this week about that very play. Legal play defensively. Unless you slap the backboard on purpose, in the rules that we play, there's no goaltending on a play like that. A traveling violation committed by Arlington.
I must have missed that edition of Referee Magazine. Maybe someone stole it out of my mailbox. I'm pissed.
That would require you to read, for one thing.
They don't have pictures?
Couple, yeah, there's a couple.
That's right.
Again, a Winchester player gets behind the Arlington defense.
2 Winchester players behind the Arlington defense.
This time it's Dylan Ketterer with the easy lay-in. That's 2 possessions in a row now that Arlington's let a player get behind them. But Arlington still has a 15-point lead.
Nice take.
Clarity with a beautiful move. Maybe one of Peter's better offensive games so far. He has 7.
He's always had the opportunity because he gets to the hoop and sometimes he kicks it out. Got to get back. Arlington's got to get back.
Dingman back there by himself defending a couple. Looked like Clarity might have committed a foul in the rebounding action. Now they're going to get somebody for an Arlington foul on the putback.
Maybe not tonight, maybe not against one of these league teams, but Arlington always lets a couple of guys behind the press. There's no one back there. It's like even one guy, 1-on-2. It's 2-on-0. When they get into better competition, especially when they get to the tournament, and you let 2 kids behind your defense, it's just like you're just asking them to get buckets, and you're going to foul them.
Yeah, some kind of confusion at the scorer's table. I don't know if there's a mistake on the score or if they need to put the correct score. So, yeah, they just took 2 points away from Arlington on the scoreboard. And I'm sure that's going to get Coach Woods over there to find out what's going on. You never want to see points go the wrong way from the scoreboard, that's for sure. But as one of my referees likes to say, you go by what the Bible has, and the Bible is the written forms that they have there, the book that we call it over the years. And apparently the book has Arlington with only 38 points. So just a 13-point lead for the Ponders, and Winchester with a chance to cut into it with 2 free throws.
You got to figure Coach Powell has a book going too, so they'd be up in arms. So I think that they do have it right.
First free throw rolls around and out.
And it's got to be a different temperature down there. You got one of the scorers down there has a ski jacket on. We're in like 150 degrees up here.
And one's got a winter hat on. 1 of 2 for Ketterer at the line, and Arlington's lead is down to a dozen. 38-26, 4:51 remaining third quarter. Dingman, pull-up jump shot. He's got that mid-range game that we often talk about, and he pulls up and hits.
Not only is that a tough shot, it's a really nice shot. James elevates, gets over the defense, and just sinks that, probably about a 10, 11-footer.
11 now for James Dingman. Clarity challenged it. I thought it was a foul from here, and they do indeed get Peter Clarity for a foul. I don't know, for Peter, that's going to be at least 2, maybe 3, in the 4th team foul for Arlington. So they're going to be in the penalty for the duration of the third quarter.
A little Euro step there, though. I don't know if he dribbled from the elbow to the hoop.
First free throw by Karkaflian is good. And he hits them both.
Yeah, you got to figure Winchester can be good foul shooters. They all have nice strokes from the three-point line, which usually translates to pretty good foul shooting.
4:15 remaining third quarter. Arlington by 12. Lead has been at least 12 throughout this third quarter. Fudge hasn't had many touches here in the third quarter. Here he is in the corner now. He's going to take a 3. Looks like it's going to be short. No, it is not short. It's beautiful and in.
Nice pass, good reverse pass by Alexi. Saw that the weak side defense wasn't there. Oh, good defense by Alexi right there too.
Yeah, that's the old player went for the backdoor cut, and the teammate didn't think so, so he threw it to where he was positioned on the court, and a turnover for the Sachems.
Remember back in the day, you closed your fist when you were going backdoor, so your guy knew.
Here comes Caden Mills. He had to kind of change his shot selection as it was challenged at the rim by the Winchester player. And now Alexi Trapotsis knocks the ball out of bounds. It will remain Winchester ball. I'm not sure who that was for Winchester, but he did enough to make Caden change his mind, and Caden went with the up and under dipsy-do move instead of the strong hard move to the hole. Caden, who's been guilty of a couple of reaching fouls, he's got his hands behind his back.
It's almost like a defensive drill in practice.
Yeah, he's making sure that he doesn't get called for any more reaches. He wants to play. He doesn't want to go back to the bench.
Absolutely. You don't want to be an assistant coach when you have eligibility. That is too funny. And he's still a darn good defensive player without any hands.
Look, coach, no hands. Look, ref, no hands, even more important. Oh, a nice little pull-up jump shot there at the shot clock buzzer for Karkaflian. And the freshman has done a nice job off the bench for the Sachems.
Yeah, he's a nice player, huh?
He's played the entire third quarter for them. And they elected to go with him in the starting lineup for the second half instead of Ben Wilson, who's a captain.
Nice entry pass.
Excuse me, not for Ben Wilson. He's in there for O'Callahan, number 10. But now O'Callahan's in the lineup, so there's been some substitution. We'll try to catch up on those on the Winchester side for you. But for Arlington, number 4, Jonas Burrell into the lineup, and he replaces Caden Mills. Two and a half minutes remaining, third quarter. Arlington by 13. Last time Arlington trailed in this game was when the score was 5-2, way back in the first quarter. Opening minutes of the game. 10 on the shot clock. Fudge with the pull-up jump shot, back rim, no. Oh. And Burrell does a nice job taking away. He did save it, but it unfortunately went to a Winchester play. Here comes Casey to the hole, no. Rebound fought for, and I think they're going to get Alexi from behind on that foul.
Oh, they hope it's on Alexi instead of James up front. James sort of reached in.
Well, I'm not sure now. I couldn't see the official signal. It might have gone on James.
If he comes out, that would be...
Alex Casey at the line for Winchester for 2 shots. Back rim on the first. Number 5, Jack Zambardino, the junior, checks into Arlington's lineup, and he replaces James Digman. So James could be in a little bit of foul trouble. We're not able to keep track of individual fouls so far tonight. 1 of 2 for Casey. Checking into the Winchester lineup for the first time tonight is number 25, Dawson English. Fudge for a long 3. Yes!
That was a tough shot.
Wow.
Not only did he let it go from deep, he was contested. There was 2 guys on him because the guy who set the ball screen for him, his man helped out a little bit.
You know, and just when Winchester looks like they might be edging back into this game, Arlington has had a response. Nice try there by Peter Clardy. Tried to get it to Burrell on the cut. Didn't work. Casey for 3. Yes.
Yeah, this is what you don't want to do with Winchester. You don't want them to, in transition, start hitting some 3-point shots.
12 is as close as Winchester has got it. It's been 12 a few times. Let's see if Arlington answers again.
Probably one of the best shooting teams, 3-point shooting teams that we've seen, Winchester. They haven't been getting the opportunities, but you can see all the kids have good form.
Lincoln Fudge to the hole, count the basket, and he'll go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he's causing fits for them. They don't have anyone that can cover him on the perimeter, and they sure as heck don't have anyone that can cover him when he throws a ball fake and takes it to the hoop, especially when they don't play much help defense at all.
20 points now for the junior Lincoln Fudge. unable to complete the three-point play, but there's Zambardino with the offensive rebound on the missed free throw. Couldn't convert. Here comes Winchester back the other way. A tough shot there, putting it up and in. And again, it's the freshman, Charkaflian. He now has 9 points, second leading scorer for the Sachems. And again, Winchester gets it down to 12. Let's see what the Arlington response is. Mills, that's a block. And he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, this is the time to take your time, bend your knees, get a nice couple rotations, and make some frees. Just to stop the bleeding a little bit.
Casey's going to get a blow for the Sachems. He's replaced by number 11, Dylan Ketterer. Caden hits the first free throw.
Nice. Yeah, he took his time, he had good knee bend, nice rotation. He gets fouled a lot, so when he starts making his frees, that's a big advantage for Arlington.
Adam Fiorentino back into the Sachem lineup. Mills hits them both.
Great.
4 of 6 tonight for Caden Mills at the line. 26 seconds remaining third quarter. Ponders up by 14.
They take that percentage any day with Caden, no problem.
Oh, nice little pass there, but unable to connect. It made a little bit too much mustard on that one.
Yeah, it was a tough one to catch.
Good idea, but unable to convert.
What should he have done, Don?
I know what you would have done.
Bounce pass.
Bounce pass or shoot.
Yeah, I like to give it to the big guys in there. I didn't want to get too dirty in there.
5 seconds to go. Caden Mills to the basket, scores again. Great offensive night for Caden, and the horn sounds ending the third quarter. Caden Mills now in double figures tonight with 10. 3 players for Arlington in double figures. Dingman with 11, Mills with 10, Fudge with 20. And Arlington will take another healthy lead into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, very balanced scoring, and all those guys, Mills, Clardy, Dingman, Fudge, they can get to the hoop at will. You throw a ball fake, you go by one of these guys, and they just don't have anyone to support them in the interior of their defense. And getting to the hoop, it seems like it's just an easy way to score some buckets tonight.
And again, Arlington continues their streak. They weren't winning that third quarter until Mills made that last shot, but probably one of the higher scoring quarters for both teams in an Arlington game. Arlington scores 20, allows 19. I'm sure Coach Woods isn't happy with the allowing 19 part of it, but if you beat them by 1 in the quarter, and you do that every quarter, it's going to be successful. 52-36 as we get ready to enter fourth quarter action. And on the alternating possession rule, it will be Arlington ball.
They're going to start with Fudge and Mills, but keep James Dingman on the bench for a little bit. He may have 3. Is that right, Don?
Dingman?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, if he has 3, they'll probably let a couple minutes come off the clock and then put him in with 6 minutes left in the game.
Jonas Burrell in there, number 4, with Jack Zambardino, number 5, number 21, Lincoln Fudge, Alexi Trapotsis, number 12, and Caden Mills, number 23, and it's a Fudge night.
That's a really big-time shot right there.
There's just certain nights when you know it's going to go their way, whether it's Dingman or Lincoln. They've had those nights in the home games that we've had so far this season. Great hustle there by Alexi Trapotsis. I think they're going to call him for a foul, though.
Yeah, you know if there's a ball on the floor, there's going to be a Trapotsis or a Caden Mills on the floor right next to it. Coach Woods will take that foul any day. You got your freshman diving on the floor head first to play aggressively.
Nice little entry pass there by Winchester. They kick it back out to the top of the key. 3-pointer for Kitterer.
Well, they called another 3-second. And it's weird because they don't have a big guy. They have all these 3-point shooters, and I guess he's in there trying to get position for a offensive rebound. But
did that shot go in too? I think.
Yeah, no, it was a nice shot too. Yeah. That's the kid that can really shoot.
Is it Ketterer, number 11, maybe?
Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah. Good break for the Ponders there. They're up by 19.
Oh, it's smart they're getting out on Fudge.
Yeah.
Can't give him an inch. So you got to clear out there. So they set the back screen, but if you clear out there, Fudge is going to have an easy bucket.
Arlington using up a lot of the shot clock. Fudge with the fake, went into traffic. Good hustle there by Burrell hitting the deck. Mills is going to have to take one. And they're going to call it. One official called for a travel. One official called for a held ball. On the alternating possession rule, it will be Winchester ball.
I think that was the right call right there. Yeah, just throw something up towards the rim and hope to get fouled or get an offensive rebound.
55-36 Ponders. 6:42 remaining in the game.
The on-ball defense by Alexi Traposis, he doesn't fill up the stat sheet. You watch him cover someone, and he checks them, and he's playing some tough defense.
Count the basket for Winchester for number 12, Jack Karkaflian, and he'll go to the line with a chance for a three-point play. Charkaflian now the leading scorer for the Sachems, the freshman, with a dozen. And a timeout call by Winchester.
We've seen a couple of good freshmen this year in the Middlesex League. We have one as well, but the Middlesex League looks like it's going to be strong for years to come. Lots of good sophomore and lots of good freshmen.
Hey, we got some great news at halftime of this game. The Arlington boys junior varsity team defeats the formerly undefeated Winchester JV team. So congratulations to the junior varsity boys for their big victory so earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, Winchester was 11-0 going into the game. They have some younger guys, some bigger kids, and we were talking with their coaches at halftime, and they expected to have an easy one today, but the younger guys from Arlington really played well, and he said once again it was their defense. So that's the signature here at Arlington High.
Yep, not surprising.
You're not going to get on the court unless you can check someone. Good crowd for a Tuesday night.
Yep, now you'll have probably a little bit of the overflow too. You'll have some of the early arrivals for the girls' game to mingle with the fans that are here for the boys' game.
Excellent. You don't want these guys to get too patient. You want to just keep attacking the hoop. We know James and Lincoln will.
Lead for Arlington has never been lower than 12. Fudge with a little finger roll puts it in. And now let's see what we have.
A warning, right? Like a delay of game warning. He hit the ball after the bucket.
Yeah, that's what it must have been.
Yeah. Slows down their opportunity to push the ball up the floor.
Fudge continues to have the big night offensively for the Spy Ponders. He has 25 of their 57. Arlington lead is back up to 18. I believe that matches their largest lead of the game. Lead's never been 20, but it hasn't been lower than 12 in the second half. So a little comfortable margin here for Arlington throughout this second half. A little pull-up jump shot rolls around and out. Mills comes up with the foul. Arlington has Dingman ahead of the pack. Here comes James with the Euro. Floats it up and in.
He's so good in transition. I thought he was going to go more baseline, but he cut to the middle and took the little runner.
Now Arlington with a 20-point lead, their largest of the game. Ooh, that's a dangerous pass there in amongst the Arlington defense. Three-point shot by Fiorentino, no good. Try to get it to Dingman out of the pack. He couldn't come up with it. Mills does, and he says, I'll just lay it up. No. Dingman on the follow-up. No. Rebound tapped back out towards midcourt, and Arlington can reset the offense and maybe run some clock off. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the game, 20-point lead.
You look at some of these past games, Lexington, Reading, now Winchester tonight. These are really good Middlesex League teams. These aren't the bottom of the barrel Middlesex League teams that Arlington's having their way with, and some. Oh my goodness. Get a bus token there. Holy cow.
I mean, they called that one the Euro step because he ended up in Europe.
Leading the league in rushing.
Wow. Hey, good for him. He played to the whistle and got the basket, so he didn't call it, so it's legal as far as I'm concerned. And again, Charkaflian, I'm not positive of the pronunciation, but he's got 14 points. He's a freshman.
Oh, yeah, he's a good aggressive player.
Fudge comes up with it, throws it up, no, and he's fouled on the play.
You would think that if he makes the second one, they're going to put some sort of pressure on Winchester, bringing it up to try to slow them down a little bit.
First free throw is good. 4:15 left in the game. Arlington with a comfortable 19-point lead. I guarantee you there's some players at the end of that Arlington bench hoping they keep this 20-point lead for another couple minutes.
Absolutely.
Be able to get some fourth quarter run. Ooh, another possible violation there. Three-point shot is good. And that's number 2, I believe, Adam Fiorentino, and Winchester takes the timeout. I believe that's the third timeout taken by Coach John Fleming. He has 2 remaining. And let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Spy Ponders. Again, we're at that point in the season where in the Middlesex League that both varsity teams play, and right now the boys play first and then the girls. So on Friday, February 2nd, are they still the Marauders, I hope?
Yes, yep.
You got to be careful. We've got these team mascots. The Marauders of Belmont High School will come into the Tozlowski Gymnasium. The boys will play at 5:30, and the girls will play at 7. And that promises to be a heck of a game. I believe Arlington beat them in a 2-point game, I believe, earlier in the season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, over at Belmont, that was a really good game. Belmont's good. Their record doesn't indicate their level of their talent level. They got a couple of very good players, and they're long and they're tall. They have a 6'6" player. That's a good player. Their best player, Donovan Holloway, is about 6'5". You got another 6'4" player. They're a good long team. They haven't been stringing together the W's. However, they're dangerous. You can't sleep on them.
Arlington beat them 50-46 earlier in the season.
It was a good game.
Great press break by the Ponders, and Caden tried to get it to James on the fly, but good play there by the Winchester defensive player who knocked it out of bounds. Got a hand on that pass. Almost a 5-second violation. Alexi finally got it in bounds, but taken away by the Sachems. Alexi goes for the steal. Ball's loose and doing a nice job adjusting is Dawson English. Wow, tough shot. Now the steal by Winchester, but they were unable to keep control of it, and Winchester turns it back over. Well, all of a sudden the lead, which was once 20, is down to 14. 60-46 Spy Ponders.
I love how the brothers sub for one another all the time. They have very similar games. Obviously, Nico's game's a little more refined than Alexi's, but they both just give you tons of energy, tons of defense.
And a 10-second violation called against Arlington. He didn't get the ball over by the time the shot clock reached 25. That's the new mechanic for officials. They don't even do the visual count anymore. Just look at the shot clock, do the math. Is the ball over midcourt at the 25-second mark? If the answer is yes, you're good. If the answer is no, turn it over.
And now, is that just one official's job to keep an eye on that, or is that the whole crew done?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Ooh, now Nico is kind of double-teamed, and now he's going to commit a foul and a chance for a three-point play for Adam Fiorentino.
Yeah, no quitting the Winchester kids here. No. They're going to keep coming at. And the other thing, too, is where they can really jack the three. You got to be careful. You got a couple of possessions here where they hit some threes, a couple turnovers. Hey, 12 points goes away quickly.
I think Coach Woods wanted the fact that Nico was getting accosted by 3 players before
I think that was a legitimate concern.
Here comes Dingman to the basket, throws it off the window, no.
Got to get back.
Stolen by Fudge. Tough shot, no. Mills put back up and in.
Offensive rebound by Caden Mills there. Really big shot. Stops the bleeding. They're going to have to call a timeout.
Actually, Arlington takes that timeout. Coach Woods with the positive reinforcement timeout. Again, you know, it's been that magic number 12. Winchester got it to 12. They had a player at the line who could have got it down to 11. He missed the free throw. Now Arlington comes back the other way. And they score and get the lead back up to 14. Right now, a Winchester play is being attended to by trainer Sam Jones. Looks like he may have been hit in the nose area.
Yeah, nose, mouth area. It seemed like he caught something off of a rebound.
3:03 remaining in the game, and the Ponders with that 14-point lead. Arlington can hold on to the victory here tonight. They'll improve to 11-2 on the season, 9-2 in the league. Good for first place.
And you got to figure Coach Woods is going to come out with some sort of different defense here. He called the timeout to set up his defense, so we'll see what's going to go on. At minimum, they're going to pick up full, you would think.
Pretty much do the whole game in one form or another. There was one point where they did a little 2-2-1.
Yeah, they 1-2-2 there, and then trapped a little bit.
Yeah.
Same with the man.
Get it inside. A little fake spin, left-handed shot, no good. Rebound, Fafa Dingman fights for it. Ball out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be Winchester ball, right?
Yeah, good hustle by Fudge and Dingman to get that, but I think Lincoln's foot was on the baseline.
For Winchester, I believe his first appearance in the game tonight, tri-captain number 1, Wes Caucus Quinn. The fake by Ketter, and now he's going to go to the basket. Up and under, lays it in. And a Winchester timeout.
Winchester wants to set up their defense.
Again, that magic number of 12. Arlington with the lead, 2:38 to go in the game.
Arlington can afford to trade buckets with them, but they can't afford to go down with too many empty possessions just because Winchester has some good three-point shooters, and they're going to play a tough defense, and there's no quitting these guys.
Foul situation is worth noting. Arlington has committed 4 fourth-quarter team fouls, so Winchester will be in the bonus for the duration of the game. And for Winchester, they've only committed 1 fourth-quarter team foul, so you're going to see Winchester as aggressive as they've been all night probably now. They need the ball, they need the turnovers, and they could afford to commit the fouls.
Yeah, quite a few to waste there. Might as well take them. They're probably going to go. They're going to go to their signature 2-2-1 press, where they'll trap at the half court. Just got to reverse the ball, get it into the middle, and reverse the basketball. Yeah, you can't run away from them.
Nice job. Now Clary's triple team gets it just in time to Nico. The Winchester player was closing for the steal, couldn't come up with it. Now Dingman to the hole. No, he's fouled on the play, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, it was good reverse of the basketball by Arlington there. They triple team. Winchester had a good rotation, but there's just not enough time to get to the ball. Usually you see that a little bit more with Winchester. They in the past few years, they've been playing that 2-2-1 full court trap.
They kind of got what they wanted. They got the triple team, and then the pass that came almost all the way across the court, and Fiorentino just not quite able to get there on time.
This is one that James wants and Arlington could really use.
One of 2 for James, 14 points on the night. The Trapotsis boys exchange places. Alexei in, Nico out. Arlington by 13 with 2:20 to go in the game. A traveling violation will be called.
Good defense there by Peter Clardy.
Chuck Kaflian just couldn't quite control his steps, and he took that little extra slide step and commits the turnover. For Winchester for the first time tonight, senior forward number 14, Sam Kensicki, into the lineup.
They're going offense, defense with the Trapotsis.
There you go.
They brought Nico back in on offense.
Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the game. Arlington holding on to that 13-point lead. Caden Mills in the crossover. May have been some contact there. 12 on the shot clock. Fudge a little step back. I was going to J that one. Did not.
Shocked.
Here comes Caden to the basket. Tough little floater on the baseline. No, Clardy had the offensive rebound, but could not quite control it. I think it went off of Peter's leg. Out of bounds, Winchester ball.
He had good position in there, too.
Both teams doing a little bit of offense, defensive substituting. As Alexei Trapotsis replaces brother Nico.
Good help defense there.
Steal by Arlington. Here comes Digman. He crosses over and he lays it up and in.
It's very difficult to stop him with the full head of steam going to the bucket. Oh,
Fudge.
great defense by Fudge.
Perfect defense. Now he's going to go all the way. No. I don't know. Ben Wilson looked kind of confused. Looked like he gave him a good little whack as he went by him. I thought it was a pretty good call. At least it looked like one from up here.
Yeah, and I thought Fudge was going to convert.
Foul against Wilson, team's third. Lincoln Fudge at the line for 2. You know what, who had a pretty good second half was number 24 for Winchester, Alex Casey. I haven't seen him the last few minutes.
He's not the one who got hit in the face.
No.
No? Okay.
No, he's on the bench. Two free throws for Lincoln Fudge. He has 28. Substitutes for Arlington, number 44, senior Drew Carmen. Checks into the lineup, as does number 20, junior Cam Levine. Minute 17 to go. Digman and Mills check out of the Arlington lineup. Mills had 12 tonight, and Digman had 16. Minute 10 to go in the game. Three-point shot is no good. Fudge had the rebound, could not control it. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Winchester.
You got to figure Lincoln's coming out at this point, right?
Yeah, the rest of the Arlington starters will come out of the game as number 13, Thomas Wright. Number 5, Jack Zambardino. Jack's been in the game earlier tonight, but for Wright, it's his first playing time of the evening. And also number 32, that's Nick Rudolph. 1 minute to go in the game. Another Arlington victory here at the Kozlowski Gymnasium. It's become normal. Arlington has yet to lose at home this year, if I'm not mistaken. Only 2 losses are on the road. And Carmen unable to track that pass down. Cam Levine was in a little bit of trouble over there in the corner, and he tried to escape it, but he could not. Winchester still with quite a few of their starters in the game. Strong move to the hole, no good. Rebound fought for. Winchester is able to keep it in bounds. Here's Caucus Quinn. Good little move up and under there is no good. Here comes Zambardino to Drew Carmen. Levine. Right. Back to Zambardino. In the corner to Wright. Shot clock is off. Arlington can just dribble this out. I don't know if they're going to or not. And now Drew Carmen will commit the foul at midcourt, and that's just going to lengthen the game. As that puts Arlington into the penalty, and Winchester will go to the line for 2 shots.
That's good for us, right? We get paid by the hour, Don?
67. Well, the only thing I'm keeping an eye on is that streak of Arlington winning every quarter. Right now, they actually lead this fourth quarter by 1 point, 15-14.
And this guy's been a pretty good shooter all day.
Fiorentino.
Good, I jinxed him.
Unable to hit the first. Well, this could be the difference between a tie and a loss. I mean, a tie and a win for the Ponders in the fourth quarter.
Well, at least if they tie, we can say that they haven't lost.
Correct. And he does hit the second free throw, does Fiorentino. 4.7 seconds to go, and looks like Arlington will just dribble out these final seconds.
Good win by the Spy Ponders. They really just came out from the get-go, just played their tough defense, pushed the ball up, attacked the hoop. We got Fudge, Digman. Even though Digman, 16 points, still really good for a high school basketball game. A little below his average, but still, you picked it up with Mills and Clarity both scoring a little bit more than their averages tonight.
Adam Fiorentino and Ben Wilson each with 1 point for Winchester. Craig O'Callahan with 2. Dylan Ketterer with 9. Dawson English with 2. Alex Casey with 10. High point man for the Sachems was freshman guard number 12, Jack Charkaflian, who had 14 points. For the Spy Ponders, Alexei Trapotsis had 1 point. Peter Clarity had 7 points. Caden Mills had 12 points. James Digman had 16 points. High point man for the Spy Ponders and the ACMi player of the game with 28 points, Lincoln Fudge. And you could just tell right from the very beginning of the game that Lincoln was feeling it, and he translated that into a heck of a ball game for himself tonight.
Yeah, another big game for Lincoln Fudge. We're getting used to him and James having some big games, but that was he made some special shots tonight where catching the ball, catch and shoot within a half a second from not just at the arc, but well beyond the arc. He had a big game. And then he got to the hoop when he wanted to and attacked the hoop really well, made his free throws, had a really good game tonight.
The final score here from the Kozlowski Gymnasium, Arlington 67, Winchester 51. Stay tuned for our wrap-up show, which comes up shortly.
Hey, I'm here with Peter Clardy. Big game tonight for you, Peter. It seemed like you were attacking the hoop a little bit more than usual.
Yeah, thank you. You know, we work in practice, and I always been slashing the hoop. That's what I'm best at. So.
Yeah. Now we always say you do a little bit of everything. You know, you rebound from the guard position. You facilitate by passing the basketball. And I always like when I see you taking the ball to the hoop a little more. And I think especially as the year goes on, that tonight could be a lead for you to look for your offense a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. I think I got to shoot the ball more, especially in transition. I'm good at playmaking as well. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've had a great season, and you're a good complement to the other players. Yeah. What do you like working on the most during the practice sessions that you guys have?
You know, I love playmaking, getting my fresh shots, like Lincoln, James. They can both stroke it, Nico too, and just make a place for them, I would say.
It really looked like Lincoln was getting after it tonight. He got his feet set, and you got him the ball in the right spot quite a few. Could you sense that he was going to have a big game tonight?
You know, Lincoln's always scoring. You know, I don't know, he's averaging a ton. Yeah, he's probably the best shooter I ever played with. So.
Yeah, when he gets his feet set and he gets the ball out there, it's good. But he can't do it with players like you getting the rebound, playing defense, and facilitating. And one of the things about the Spy Ponders this year is it's such a good team basketball, and you guys work on a lot of different things, but being a group, how do you feel about playing with this group this year?
You know, it's great. We have a lot of juniors. You know, we've been playing basketball for a long time, and it's just great to do it on a high school varsity basketball floor finally. So.
And you've been playing with these guys growing up for a while?
Yeah, for a long time. Going back to 4th grade. So.
Awesome. That's great. You can tell because you guys know where you guys are, and you know where they're going to be, and that's a huge advantage. Well, good luck for the rest of the year. It's good to see you, and I want you to keep attacking the hoop and work on not work on, but just look to be a little bit more aggressive offensively because it's part of your game, and you can really take advantage of that.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much.
Okay, bud. Good
Appreciate
seeing you.
Yeah,
Take care.
Thank you.
And we're back with Coach Woods. And, Coach, congratulations on another victory. I don't know if you have it officially or not, but I think you've won 12 straight quarters. I mean, you didn't win that last quarter. It was actually tied. But I think the prior 2 games, you did win all 4 quarters in those 2 games. I could be wrong. Certainly won the first 3. We've talked about this almost every post-game interview. That's what a formula for success.
Yeah, Lexington, we lost the 4th quarter by 1.
Okay.
So it's 15 out of 16 quarters, or 14 with
14
one
1 and 1.
So,
Yeah, that's pretty
I
impressive.
guess we'll take that. I mean, playing in your own gym, you know, you hope to play well, and you know, and I think you know, we have done that. So, you know, we got one more home game Friday night, and then a little bit of stretch on the road, and then, you know, we'll one game on the road, and then you know, but it's nice to stretch, to put together some good quarters on both ends of the floor. You know, it's good.
Yeah, there was even one quarter where I was saying to Tim, I said, Coach Woods isn't probably happy about giving up 19 in a quarter, but they did score 20. Let me ask you this. You've been doing this for a long time, first as John Bowler's assistant coach and now the head coach for 5 or 6 years. Is there a time of a game early on when you know that somebody has it, like Lincoln did tonight, and do you gear your offense that way? You could just tell it was going to be a Lincoln Fudge kind of night tonight.
Yeah, you know, he can get hot, and he can get hot in tight spaces. He doesn't need it, you know, a lot. So, you know, when you see a couple go in, it's like, all right, we can, you know, there's a lot of things you would think with the way we are that, you know, if you go to one side of the floor, you got James as an option, the other side of the floor is, and they're good about getting to the second side with each other and finding things. So, you know, or sometimes they just crash that side and involve themselves in it. But, you know, yeah, no, we went to Lincoln a little bit early and some stuff. And then, you know, James is good as a closer, such a good foul. Lincoln's a good foul shooter too. Mm-hmm. But, you know, you know, it's nice to have those options out there. And I thought Peter, you know, had a couple really good, like, you know, cuts and breakdowns of the point guard early that kind of collapsed everything, that made some of those perimeter shots early a little more available.
Caden chipped in with a dozen tonight as well.
Yeah, second half he really, you know, he got 2 quick fouls, and he was a little, you know, he wasn't pleased with that, but you know, he saved that and caged it up for the second half, and it was, yeah, it's good. I mean, you know, it's a good group there. They want to play well. They want to, you know, play the right way, and it's, you know, and they practice hard, and they're, you know, bringing it onto the court, which you know, in high school sports, I don't think is always a given. You know, like an early start against a team that's Winchester was 9-4, and they're playing really well themselves. So, you know, I think it was important for us to, you know, come out and we finished the first quarter really strong, and then carried it into the second quarter, and you know, created a little separation to play with, I guess, in the second half.
Yeah, we've mentioned that Arlington had a nice little 4-game homestand, if you will. It ends on Friday with Belmont coming in. What can we expect in that game?
Yeah, I mean, they're another really good Middlesex League team. You know, they had a couple seniors that are, you know, going to be tough. You know, good players, played in the league for the last 3 years, and some underclassmen that are playing a ton this year. And you know, they're battling Reading tonight. I don't know what that score is, but you know, it's. Everybody, you know, I think, you know, there's like 4 or 5 teams that are, you know, above 500, you know, challenging for the league, and you know, we're inching ahead. You know, we're 1 game up, and you know, we're hoping to create a little separation because the amount of games left isn't as many. So as long as we don't slip up, then it's going to be hard for teams to catch us, and you know, and that's a good thing.
Well, Coach Woods, thanks for joining us. We look forward to Friday's game. That is the next home game, as mentioned, Friday night here when the Marauders of Belmont High School come into the Toslowski Gymnasium. If you're open, come on down and support the team. The boys play at 5:30. The girls play at 7. With the win tonight, the Spy Ponders improved to a record of 11-2 overall, 9-2 in the league. I'd like to thank Meredith Lamont, my partner Tim Hoffman. I'm Don Phelan. The final score here from the Toslowski Gymnasium, Arlington 67, Winchester 51. Thanks for joining us.